talk about Washington's defense and what they bring to the table?
Yeah, they're it's kind of very sound 4-3 defense, and they'll like we do, like a lot of people shift into a 3-4 in some passing situations or on occasion, but 4-3 zone defenses, coverages, mix in a little bit of man and blitz, so very very standard in what you see from a lot of people when I say that in a complimentary way, because they mix it up and try not to let you get a steady fix on what they're doing, but but sound and disciplined in what they do.
Bob, you've talked about this team's focus so far of wanting to be coached, ability to listen. Are you reasonably confident that'll translate to your first road trip?
Hopefully. From what I have had to go off of, yes. And that's, through 2 days here and through a couple of weeks of games, they've been very solid that way. And yesterday we had a really good practice.
Coach Gresham is coming from different positions this year. Is that correct?
Well, we're just, he's still a tight end, but we use him all kind of ways because he's so athletic, so versatile. He's really become a great blocker, which you see some of those nice holes he and not just Brody are responsible for, and the O-line and Matt Clapp, so all those guys together. But he also has such speed and size to split out and to move around. I mean, the guy's as talented a receiver, tight end I've ever been around. I mean, just incredible talent to him. And you know what I love? I mean, I've said it before, he's just incredibly competitive. I mean, very prideful in how he plays.
Back to Mike's question on the road and focus. You said hopefully, and then a couple of other things. Have you guys stressed that more this year?
Of course, we have, and we've talked about what were issues last year, if any, and what's your demeanor. I say I'm not sitting in your shoes, but you're the one that are going to play and make plays or not make plays, and I can be as excited or focused as I want to be, but if you're not, it doesn't much matter, that it's up to you guys to put in the extra focus, extra time and commitment to be ready to play.
Bob, Ty Willingham is one of 6 African-American head coaches in Division I football. Is there anything the NCAA could do to give minority coaches a better chance to become head coaches?
I know they're trying, and I'm all for it. I think the programs that they have are helping. Just to what else to do, I don't know. That I'm not in administration, but I know there's a lot of great coaches out there and guys that deserve their chances, and hopefully they keep getting more and more.
The way Ryan Broyles plays, is he more of a Mark Clayton type of receiver?
Well, again, I'm cautious that I have said that before because of size-wise he's similar, and he has that ability to make people miss him and accelerate that just different than a lot of people. So in those regards he is, and it's just been one game. It can, hopefully he'll have the consistency and and the poise and all that Mark had, to be such a great player. So he is not there yet, but he reminds you of that style of receiver. I guess it's a fair way to say it at this point.
Will you try to use him on punt returns?
Oh, yeah.
When?
Maybe this week.
Do you feel at all like, are there enough footballs for everybody on the offensive side of the ball?
Not for you guys.
Well, how about for you?
For us, absolutely.
Is it hard? I mean, this is one of those problems I'm sure you like to have, but Kevin Wilson up there just must have so many options. How do you sort of go about creating the right mix?
Well, I think that is it. Is we want to be able to spread it around so a defense hopefully cannot focus on any one or two people, and that if they are, then you're hurting them equally as bad with other receivers or other running backs, and so that's what we try and do, and sometimes people don't always understand it. It's easy to double cover a guy. one guy. And I don't care what anyone says, you still got to go to him. I disagree. If not, if other people are capable and they're singled up, or you have the ability to hand it to DeMarco Murray and they're weak inside and he's getting big yards. So there's strategy and all of that. And so we want to do our best to mix it up.
Bob, you said that you talked to the players at one point about what were the issues, if any, in road games last year. Did they come up with any ideas?
Well, again, no, there isn't any one idea. In the end, you can't turn the football over. And why do you turn it over? I can't answer that. Is it focus? Is it being careless with the ball? I don't know. Or you bust? Or do you have more breakdowns mentally? What's the reason? You practice the same way. So, if anyone knew exactly what it was, they'd have the key to football. Because I think everybody. All teams are a little stronger at home than they are on the road, and I bet that's the case in the NFL. I bet it's the case in college, and it's probably mostly the case in high school. So, and like I said before, our record on the road is probably a little bit better than most people.
Isn't it hopeful, though, that your quarterback has more experience this year?
Definitely. Not only him, but most everybody's got more experience than they did a year ago. And so, hopefully that does matter.
Sam seems like the kind of quarterback who would do well on the road. Sort of demeanor
Sure.
doesn't change. I mean, a guy that's sort of.
But again, I think too much is on one guy. He's not going to do well on the road without everybody helping him. If we're not, if our O-line isn't physical and we're not able to create any seams running the football, that's an advantage for the defense. If we don't protect him and break down in protection and he doesn't have the time he needs, or if receivers can't separate and get open, there's a lot to it other than just him.
Bob, you mentioned yesterday that Sam, you think, likes running the no huddle. And I know you're never going to put quarterbacks in a system or anything they don't run or can't run well. But how much does it help when a player buys into what he's doing and really gets excited about what's going on?
It always makes a big difference. It's just like if you move a guy, player from defense to offense. If he's not excited about it, it's kind of hard to make it work. But Sam's a bright guy and he's bought in from the start. It isn't like we needed to convince him, and he's handling it great.